Materials procurement procedure. It is very important to understand material procurement procedure from practical point of view to gain an awareness on how purchase department function. 1. Issue of bill of material. It is a detailed list specifying the standard quantities and qualities of materials and components required for producing a product or carrying out of any job. 2. Material requisition note. It is also known as material requisition slip. It is a voucher of authority used to get materials issued from store. Generally, it is prepared by the production department and materials are withdrawn on the basis of material requisition list or bill of materials. 3. Issue of purchase requisition. This is a document which authorizes the purchase department to order for the materials specified in the material requisition note. 4. Inviting quotation/request for proposal, RFP. After receipt of duly authorized purchase requisition from the store department or other departments, role of purchase department comes into play. Materials purchase department in a business house is confronted with the following issues. 1. What to purchase. 2. When to purchase. 3. How much to purchase. 4. From where to purchase. 5. At what price to purchase. To overcome these questions, purchase department make an inquiry into the market for the required material. The process of gathering information about the rate, quantity, technology, services, and support etc., purchase department sent RFP to selected vendors in case if purchase policy allows this practice. 5. Selection of quotation/proposal. After invitation of tender from the vendors, interested vendors who are fulfilling all the criteria mentioned in the tender notice send their price quotations/proposals to the purchase department. On the receipt of quotations, a comparative statement is prepared for final selection of material suppliers. 6. Preparation and execution of purchase orders. Having decided on the best quotation that should be accepted, the purchase manager or concerned officer proceeds to issue the formal purchase order. 7. Receipt and inspection of materials. After execution of purchase order and advance payment, if terms of quotation so specify, necessary arrangement is made to receive the delivery of materials and to inspect the materials for its conformity with purchase order. After satisfactory inspection, materials are received and goods received note is issued. If some materials are not found in conformity with the purchase order, are returned back to the vendor along with a material returned note. A goods received note. If everything is in order and the supply is considered suitable for acceptance, the receiving department prepares a receiving report or material inward note or goods received note. B. Material returned note. Sometimes materials have to be returned to suppliers after these have been received in the factory. Material returned note or material outward return note is prepared to return the goods once received. 8. Checking and passing of bills for payment. The invoice received from the supplier is sent to the accounts section to check authenticity and mathematical accuracy. The quantity and price are also checked with reference to goods received note and the purchase order respectively. The accounts section, after checking its accuracy, finally certifies and passes the invoice for payment. Valuation of material receipts. After the procurement of materials from the supplier, actual material cost is calculated. Ascertainment of cost of material purchased is called valuation of materials of material receipts. Cost of material includes cost of purchase net of trade discounts, rebates, duty drawback, input credit availed, etc., and other costs incurred in bringing the inventories to their present location and condition. Treatment of items associated with purchase of materials is discussed below. Discounts and subsidy. Trade discount. Trade discount is deducted from the purchase price if it is not shown as deduction in the invoice. Quantity discount. Like trade discount, quantity discount is also shown as deduction from the invoice. It is deducted from the purchase price if not shown as deduction. Cash discount. Cash discount is not deducted from the purchase price. It is treated as interest and finance charges. It is ignored. Subsidy or grant or incentives. Any subsidy or grant or incentive received from the government or from other sources deducted from the cost of purchase. Duties and taxes. Duties and taxes. Road tax/toll tax. Road tax/toll tax, if paid by the buyer, then it is included with the cost of purchase. Integrated goods and service tax, IGST. Integrated goods and service tax, IGST, is paid on interstate supply of goods and provision of services and collected from the buyers. It is excluded from the cost of purchase if credit for the same is available. Unless mentioned specifically, it should not form part of cost of purchase. State goods and service tax, SGST. State goods and service tax, SGST, is paid on intrastate supply and collected from the buyers. It is excluded from the cost of purchase if credit for the same is available. Unless mentioned specifically, it should not form part of cost of purchase. Central goods and service tax, CGST. Central goods and service tax, CGST, is paid on manufacture and supply of goods and collected from the buyer. It is excluded from the cost of purchase if the input credits available for the same. Unless mentioned specifically, CGST is not added with the cost of purchase. Basic custom duty. Basic custom duty is paid on import of goods from outside India. It is added with the purchase cost. Penalty and charges. Demurrage. Demurrage is a penalty imposed by the transporter for delay in uploading or offloading of materials. It is an abnormal cost and not included with cost of purchase. Detention charges or fine. Detention charges/fines are imposed for non-compliance of rule or law by any statutory authority. It is an abnormal cost and not included with cost of purchase. Penalty. Penalty of any type is not included with the cost of purchase. Other expenditures. Insurance charges. Insurance charges are paid for protecting goods during transit. It is added with the cost of purchase. Commission or brokerage paid. Commission or brokerage paid is added with the cost of purchase. Freight inwards. It is added with the cost of purchase as it is directly attributable to procurement of material. Cost of containers. Treatment of cost of containers are as follows. Non-returnable containers. The cost of containers is added with the cost of purchase of materials. Returnable containers. If on return of containers cost of containers is returned back, then in this case cost of containers is not added with the cost of purchase. If the amount of refund on returning the container is less than the amount paid, then only shortfall is added with the cost of purchase. Shortage in materials are treated as follows. Shortage due to normal reasons. Good units absorb the cost of shortage due to normal reasons. Losses due to breaking of bulk, evaporation, due to unavoidable conditions, etc. are the reasons of normal loss. Shortage due to abnormal reasons. Shortage arises due to abnormal reasons such as material mishandling, pilferage, due to avoidable reasons are not absorbed by the good units. Losses due to abnormal reasons are debited to costing profit and loss account.